5G, as you said, is a very important technology in these times to ensure the speed that we need for testing and especially in healthcare. And obviously 5G has been very controversial during this whole pandemic because of all the controversy with all the conspiracy theories and all that's been going on. But my question would be, do you think that because of the pandemic, the rollout of 5G will be slowed down or put on hold for a while? Or do you think it's going to go ahead as planned before?
Yeah, I think it is on the contrary. So first, all these theories about I actually have seen one of the videos on maybe one of the most famous videos on the media talking about the 5G, and because 5G is using so many or big number of satellites, and the satellites are having this much frequencies and radios, and that's impacting the health of people. So first, I was laughing when I saw it, and when I have seen some people with some engineering background following that or commenting on that or whatever, I was very disappointed because any engineer, any telecommunications engineer, and I come from an engineering telecommunications background, will know that 5G does not use any satellites, 4G does not use any satellites, 3G does not use any satellites. If you decide, if you have remote areas and you don't want to extend the 5G into it, but you want to integrate that into the network, maybe you decide to connect via satellite, which will not give you a good performance at all. And hence, it's not a recommended solution. But the reality is 5G does not use any satellite. The entire video that you have seen, I have seen, and maybe most of the people have seen, creating the entire story and the entire theory based on the assumption or a fact that they're putting that 5G is using so many satellites. 5G does not use any satellite. I think, and by the way, I have seen also the World Health Organization coming and addressing this concern in public and officially announcing that there is nothing proof that there is any health impact or negative impact from 5G. So I believe with the current needs to face the current situation and maybe future similar, whatever, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, we all need the 5G. And I think any country, and another proof, good one, that we know how the EU is very strict on using what technology and approving it and certifying it. And 5G is approved and being utilized today in the EU, same in the UK. And I think any country who may decide not to use or implement 5G, they will be left behind, and I think they will miss a big opportunity for the nation to address and manage difficult situations like what we are all facing today. So I think the implementation and usage of 5G will be increased. I give you the example of the case in China, where we actually implemented that in a number of hospitals to face and manage the situation with COVID-19. So I think the demand on 5G will continue and will increase. Talking about, again, e-education and teleconferencing and e-health, all of that requires a very stable and fast network, and hence the requirement of 5G. I think in the very, I wouldn't say the near future, but I think eventually everyone will start to ask where is 6G, because we need to have more of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. And as you said, I think once you know the technology, it's absolutely absurd, all the videos that are online. Obviously, it's people that like to find an issue where there isn't one. But so my next question would be about your partners. Obviously, I'm sure they've been affected as well by the pandemic. And I would like to know a bit more about how you're supporting them, partners and customers, to kind of like keep up during these difficult times.
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, this was one of the key objectives of the meeting we had with our partners, to assure them of our business continuity and our support to them in this difficult situation. So as I said, our production is back on track in China, so we don't have quote unquote any challenge of that. So we continue to supply all our products and services to all of our partners globally. This is one key point. The second key point, to also share the results of last year. I will not talk about the public information that's shared about the global results of the company, because that's all there. But what I can share with you here is that for the Middle East, with our partners, if I look at the amount of business we did last year, 2019 compared to 2016. Only 50% we have done via our partners in 2016 as indirect business. In 2019, we did 90%, 90 of our business with our partners. This year, we aim to make 100% of our business with our partners. The second point is that we have increased the incentive by 50% last year, which I think is very good news for all of our partners. We also launched a new program this year called the Business Incentive Program, BIP, whereby we give additional 10% to our partners in quote unquote, for there are some conditions, all the business they bring to Huawei. Again, that's to support considering the current situation. We have seen the IMF announcing yesterday that we are getting into a depression, maybe similar to the one we have seen in 1930 or we have seen on 1930. So it's not only a recession, so we are facing economic challenges and no one can forecast how the future will look like. But all what we can do is to take a proactive step, step by step, to support our customers and our partners and make sure that we continue to supply and deliver our products and services to both our customers and partners.
That's brilliant to hear. And I guess the meeting that you were talking about was the event that you held on the 13th, the virtual event that you held.
That's correct.
Of course.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, brilliant. So I want to go back to another point that you made earlier, which is obviously the capacity on the network and the demand that's been put on the network because of we're all working from home and e-learning and all the processes that have been had to put in place since the pandemic. And my question will be, obviously, in the UAE specifically, how are you supporting operators to keep up with those demands?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a strong partnership with the UAE government in general. And to be honest, I think looking at the stability of the network and and this is not my specialty, it's not my area, so I may be talking as a user or from a user point of view in here. I think the management of the situation and the crisis in the UAE is one. I think there was a report as well, a global report talking about how UAE managed that and how they managed quickly to move to the e-learning and e-health and getting people to work from home with a relatively stable network and infrastructure and so on. For sure, UAE came first across all the Arab nations and the Middle East. I don't remember exactly the exact ranking, but I think it was on the top 10 as well globally. So I think we're lucky to be in the UAE for sure in general, and in particular in these difficult times. I think the network is very stable, and I think the service is available for everyone.
That's brilliant to hear. Yeah, absolutely. As you said, we're very lucky to be here. Everything is working very well, and the country has adapted very well to this huge pandemic. Those were all my questions. I think my last one would be, how do you see the next few months playing out for you at Huawei in the Middle East?
Well, so the two most important things for us, the first one is to make sure our teams stay safe and healthy. This is the number one priority for us.
Yeah.
Second, we want to make sure that we continue to provide the required services and infrastructure and support for our customers. As I said, from a numbers and business point of view, no one can forecast in light of the current situation how the future really will look like or how the 2020 will look like in terms of performance and numbers. But our priorities are very clear, and we have all the support from China and the headquarters with all the products and services required for us to be able to support our customers in the Middle East.